What's up, NCK fam? It's your girl Nelle back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm following the trend. So what I have seen on YouTube, is a lot of people have been taking down their hair and doing chit chats while filming. And so I said, I'm ready to take out my hair. First of all, I've been ready to take out my hair, but I was waiting to the end of my salsa classes because the hair makes the dance. So, but now that that's over, I'm ready to take this down. Are you ready to see what it looks like? Ooh. Okay. Lord. What's up, NCK fam? That's it. I think the front looks crazy, but like from here, it still look cute. But yeah, it's time to take this down. So while I cut this crochet out, let's do a chit chat. So let me just give y'all what it looks like from here. And I'm trying not to make this video a long video because I have class in like 1 hour. Ow! So yeah, let's get into it. So what I wanted to talk about was first of all, how y'all day been doing? And I'm just using the scissors and I'm like coming up close to the braid and I'm just snipping it right before the braid. So I'm feeling, oh, you see that, new girl? I'm feeling, I don't know if y'all can see. So I'm feeling to where it is right before the braid, right before the loop, and I'm snipping it right there. Anyways, so yeah, how's y'all day been doing? Right now it's like rainy, so that's just been interesting. But child, let's just talk about Married at First Sight, because I said I was gonna give y'all an update where we left off. Like what happened? Oh, with the baby, right? And Paige met his baby mama. So after that, Paige was like, yeah, I'm getting my power back. I'm done. Y'all know that didn't last long. Chris had called her afterwards because I guess he didn't accomplish what he wanted to accomplish with them meeting. I guess he wanted them to fight, but because they were cordial and nobody like chose him, because the baby mama was like, I'm not with you after this. And Paige is like, I'm done. So I guess he was like, all right, let me just go back to the person who I could manipulate more. So he texted Paige and was like, yeah, I would like to chat. And Paige is telling the other people at Married at First Sight, like the other couples, and they're like, Paige, are you gonna go? And she's like, well, if the Lord's willing, then I'll go. I'm like, girl, after all he just did to you, you talking about if the Lord is willing? No, you want to go. And so she met with him all giggly, and then he's there, and then he was like, yeah, nothing I said yesterday has really changed from where I stand with you. So she was like, why are you wasting my time? I'm like, girl, you're wasting your own time. Ain't nobody tell you to come. Anyways, so she like storms off and talks to the producers who are like literally eating a sandwich on the side while they're on like this terrace. And she was like, yeah, I'm done with him. And then the producers was like, why are you telling me this? Go tell him that. And so as soon as she come over, he's like, oh yeah, Paige, I'm sorry. The thing is, I'm just scared to love you. I'm scared to be in a marriage. I'm scared of this and that. And so she was like, all right, how about me and you have a do-over? Do-over to what? To the point where he told you was ugly? Like, what are we doing over? Like, he literally told you, like, your face causes me anxiety. Like, what are we literally doing over? Anyway, so they do that, and then the next day they have like a counseling meeting with the experts, and the experts was like, okay, how's your communication? Paige was like, oh yeah, we said we was gonna work on it, but I haven't heard from him all day. And then they was like, all right, let's make out a schedule. And then Paige was like, I'll give you the minimum. I just want you to text me like at least once a day. And for someone who is your husband, you saying you would rather just a text once a day? Ooh, child. Anyways, Chris is like, no, I can't agree to that because I feel like you locking me in. Some other nonsense. Anyway, he says that, and Paige was like, I'm literally giving you the barest minimum for the whole freedom in your world. I just want to talk to you like at least once a day. And so they agreed to like make a schedule of how they want to meet. And so Chris is like, how about we have some Bible study? Bible what? Because remember I told you from the first time, Paige said she wanted a God-fearing man, so whatever. So they go to the Bible study, and he's like, yeah, I'll bring the chicken, and you could bring the lesson for the Bible study. So he shows up to Paige's house with the chicken, talking about, I'm bringing Chicago to you with this fresh chicken. I don't know what he was saying. And so he didn't even show up to the Bible study with no Bible. How you going to the Bible study with no Bible? He makes Paige read, and they read about like friendship, and then he tells her like, Paige, I have something to tell you. I thought it's important for me to let you know that I bought my baby mama a Mercedes. I bought Mercedes a Mercedes. And she is like, what? Don't you think this is something that you should talk to me about? Like, I'm your wife and you're buying your whole baby mother a car. First of all, Mercedes doesn't even drive because she was in a car accident. So she usually takes like ride shares. So for him to buy her a whole brand new car for someone who doesn't even drive was basically just to hurt Paige, to be like, oh yeah, I'd rather give all this to my baby mama instead of doing anything with you. And you know, Paige holds it in. She doesn't really, like, she says, oh, why you didn't do this, but she doesn't really hold him to the fire as to like, nah, this is wrong. Oh my goodness. Basically, he even said like in the interview, oh, I'm skipping ahead. Fast forward, they had like a date and they played basketball together. And you know, Paige is dressed up, looking cute. And they start talking, right? And they seem like they, you know, having a fun time. Then after the basketball game, they have pool, and when they're playing pool, they start talking about like communication and where they see that heading. And then Chris flips the switch, and he was all like, oh yeah, when I be trying to call you, you don't be trying to answer the phone. So I feel like I'm trying and you faking it for the camera, saying that you calling me. But when I'm trying to call you, you don't want to answer. I said, ooh. And so that's why when I did my day in the life, my day in the life, when I was watching The Bald and the Beautiful, when he was in the commentary, we came on stage, and that chick Angel and Melissa was like, oh yeah, y'all ladies, y'all need to stop waiting for a man when you're all grown up and ready for a mature relationship. You have to wait for him, and now he's chugging behind talking about you delaying his growth, something like that. And I was like, oh no, that's crazy. So I guess after that, that's when they called a final straw, and you know, Paige family finally show up, because throughout this whole season we only saw Paige's family on not even the wedding day, but when they was telling their families they was being matched. That's the only time we saw Paige's family throughout this whole process. Her brother and her sister-in-law comes, and she tells them that it's over. Her brother was like, yeah, better is in store for you. You have your whole life ahead of you. Like, you're only 20 something. Like, you'll have your whole life ahead of you to fall in love and to find the right person to be with you. And so I guess she felt encouraged. And then Chris tells his mom that they're divorcing, and she was like, yeah, she's not surprised, and she wished Paige well, but she commends Paige for how long she tried to stay and work out the marriage, like with the whole situation of the baby mama and Chris's compulsivity. It was just crazy. So anyways, they meet with the experts, like every one of the couples, and basically when Chris is talking to Pastor Cal, like for their one-on-one, he basically says like, oh yeah, Paige, it would never have worked with me and Paige because she's just so ugly. He was like, out of all of the people in Atlanta, this is the person you chose for me? Like, out of all the black queens, Hispanic queens, white queens, like, this is the person that you chose for me? You couldn't choose somebody something more attractive? And we're all just looking like, sir, did you forget that you're not cute?
Yikes.
And I'm like, certainly something is missing in his life. Certainly somebody did something to him, as to there is a void in his life where he needs to fill it with money. He needs to fill it with good aesthetics for him to say, oh, I just need somebody beautiful. No, what you said, you wanted a power couple, somebody who's going to encourage you, somebody who's going to walk this walk with you, encourage you in the Lord. And you got that in Paige, but because she wasn't the beauty standard, she's now less than. Anyways. Ooh, child. Stressing me out. That's what happened. But let me fill y'all in on these other couples. So, there's another couple named Eric and Virginia. And basically, he's a whole Trump supporter. And she's mad liberal, right? And so I'm like, first of all, why are y'all having this as a match? Like, obviously, that's going to cause issues. And so basically, she's a drunk. She's really an alcoholic. And she can't give up the alcohol, and he can't give up his controlling behavior. Like, everything with him is an ultimatum. He was like, oh, if you can't deal with this, then I'm out, 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 then I'm out. And I'm just like, how are you giving your wife mad ultimatums talking about, oh, you're out, you're out, you're out every chance that you get? And he knows that she has what's it called, abandonment issues from her family. Like, her mother left her, but now it's back in her life. Like, her story with her father isn't great. She has all these abandonment issues for him to always constantly say, then I'm out. If you're not doing this, then I'm out. If you're not changing this way, then I'm out. It's just like, what are you doing? You're clearly playing with her anxiety right now. Like, what literally are you doing? Anyways, so they have that issue because they're both like crazy. And there's another couple. Oh, what's her name? I keep forgetting the girl name. The girl with what's his face? What's her name? It's not Haley, but the other one. Her and the other boy. Oh, child, I forgot her name. But anyway, so what happened with that couple was he supposedly is waiting to say I love you, right? But she is quick to say quick to fall in love, and he has never said I love you, right? And her problem is with the whole relationship is that they're married but they not having sex. But the thing is that according to her, they be doing the other stuff every night to satisfy him. But she's like, okay, if we're doing this every night, like, why are we not having sex? And he's like, I'm just waiting for the right time. And I'm like, what right time? I don't understand. He's acting like if they're dating or anything like that, but he's literally whole married to this girl, and y'all basically having other types of sex every other night, satisfying you. So like, what literally is the issue? And she is telling like everybody else, she's so frustrated because sex is like something she's always had in her relationship, and it's been like meaningless to her. So she's like, what is the issue? She tells the experts, she was like, the more I talk about sex to my husband, the more he retreats from it, like as if it's a toy. Like, the closer I get, the more he pulls it away. The closer I get, the more he pulls it away. I'm like, what kind of controlling, manipulative? Oh, Jesus. And then there's Haley and Jacob, which is never going to work because she can't change, and she swears she's changing, and I don't know. That one never going to work. She wants things her way, and he's doing all the changes in the relationship, and she hasn't done none of the changes, and is blaming it on him and his personality when, girl, you should have just stayed a bridesmaid and never a bride. But, and then lastly, we have Brianna and Vincent, and basically what their issue is that, hello? That's someone who's coming to my house even. But basically what their problem is that they have a communication issue. And but they're cute though, and he wants kids, and she says she doesn't want to have kids. And what our problem is with the experts is they match people who really want kids with people who are on the fence or really don't want kids. I mean, ladies, men, whoever, right? Stop saying that you want kids just to look nice on paper. Like, you don't have to compromise that. Like, if you know you don't want kids, say you don't want kids and let that be the end of it. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay to say you don't want to have kids. Nobody is, if somebody's judging you, tell them to judge their mother, because it's okay. It's okay. Am I missing something else? Oh, Mercedes, she lost the baby, y'all. But it hasn't come up in the episode yet, but in real life she lost the baby. But Paige and Chris is still sleeping together. Even after the show, even after he called her ugly, even after all this trauma he put her through. Ooh, child, I was gonna make this video long, so how about I finish this off camera and then come back. And that's it. Now just to take out these little nubs. But y'all, there is so much more that I could talk about. Like, let's talk about the unfortunate passing of DMX. Like, y'all, addiction is no joke, and I feel like it was more than that. Like some kind of spiritual warfare was happening there. That's what I feel like. But mainly what I wanted to talk about was the way that his death was announced. Like, I feel like people were just vultures. Like, they wanted to announce it before the family, and the family didn't get a chance to announce it. Everybody wanted to say he dead, RIP, wanted to be the first ones. And I was just like, what is happening? Like, where is the respect for the family? Where is the respect for, you know, the people actually grieving? But he was a legend. He lived his life well. Yeah, and it's so sad that we saw a giant leave. But grateful for his work, grateful for the connection that he was able to make with his family, and to be a good father. And yeah. Another thing that is heavy right now in America is like all this police. Look at all this new growth. Like, again, around this time, again, the police brutality. And so much, it's like, whether you're blue or you're black, you're still black. Like with the army officer who was pepper spray. When we talk about the officers talking about they don't know the difference between a gun and a taser, like, what literally is happening? Like, our society is so sad, and I don't know, y'all. The state of this world is crazy. And at this point, cue the meme, Chanel, because literally, like, Jesus, come now, because this world is crazy. Like, this world, ooh, Jesus, you know what you was doing when you said that we needed a savior. But even so now, Lord Jesus, come, because this is ridiculous. What have y'all been doing to keep up with y'all mental health, to keep up with all this trauma that's been going on in this world? What do y'all do? And if this was sponsored, I would talk about Talkspace. But it's not. But yeah, I'm pretty much done. Crochet is really easy. It's in and it's out. Like, it takes nothing to put it in, and it takes nothing to remove it. And all of this, my hair was camera all the way back, so none of this is my hair. Yeah, I feel like I just let y'all into the intimate part of, like, black people and our hair, and it's interesting. Like, I'll let y'all see the behind the scenes of an intimate process, because, you know, hair is more than hair for black people. Hair is way more than hair for black people. So, I don't know, count this a privilege. But yeah, I get to see the behind the scenes. But what I'm finna do now is finish taking out these little knots. Like, the knots is where I hooped it, the hoop, and where the rubber band is. So I'm just finna take those out, put as much as I can, put on what's that thing? Put this back on. Go to my class. We started our jazz unit today. Before we were doing contemporary, moved to salsa, and now we're on to jazz. Look at all this new growth. Like, this is the K row. And then this right here. Oh no, I can't really see on the camera, but this right here is all the legal things. I'm not answering questions about why people do their hair. That could be another video. Cause I know some people like who are not black might be like, oh, why do black people wear their hair in different styles? This is not the video, honey. But yeah, NCK fam. Oh, let me close it properly. Thank you for riding with me today in this takedown. Most likely I'm going to deep condition my hair and then do this style when I have something to do. I'm probably just gonna have it in twists and then like back into this, and then when I leave somewhere I'll have it to take it in the twist. But thank you so much for tuning in with me. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next Monday, bye.